What's up, boys? Welcome back to another Beating Grandmasters with Stupid Stuff. Today we have a very special one, as we're gonna go mass adapt into Colossus, which means we don't have any anti-air whatsoever, which means we need to finish the game quickly. So I've been thinking a bit about it. I think it's impossible to beat Protoss. It might be possible to beat Zerg if they don't build Corruptors or Mutas. And against Terran I think I have the best chance. And it's absolutely beautiful that we are starting against Terran. So let's get going. Now, I've mentioned it before, but whenever I play something like this, I feel like I need to get all the early advantages I possibly can get. So I'm not scouting, I'm proxying bases, I might get a cannon or something. Actually, perhaps I could play a late game where I just build cannons on the middle of the map, and cannons as my form of anti-air. So just adapt Colossus into like a cannon wall outside of his third or something like that. Actually I have a... yeah, okay. So the way this build is gonna go, I just formulated a good plan in my head. Perhaps I should have done it before the game, but usually the best plans are the ones where you need to make a plan while you're under pressure, and I'm definitely under pressure. So here it goes. We're gonna get an adept drop while getting a robo bay, and we get one Colossus with prism speed, and then we just keep adding more and more Colossus with prism speed. The problem with this is a Colossus with prism speed probably baits out a Viking, which is what we don't want, which would be bad. And adepts in general are quite useless. Like, we're gonna build them, but they're not gonna win me the game, you know? Well, they might win me the game if I do some good harass, but they shouldn't win me the game. That's what I'm trying to say. So he played barracks first, straight into marine. So we gotta be a little bit afraid of some kind of timing. Maybe some Hellions. We don't have a pylon on the low ground, I just realized, so a Hellion run by could be dangerous. Now, I was gonna say we're gonna open Adept into Stalker, and then I realized that's not allowed, so obviously Adept into Adept. And I think we'll play maybe a 3-gate Adept build with a Prism, try to do some harassment, kill a bunch of workers, and from there on out we continue into our Colossus drop. That's the plan. I was thinking of doing 4-gate, but then you're getting closer to the all-in and he might die, and we don't want him to die. We want to keep him alive so he can die versus our Colossus. So, I know it's cruel, but it's the way of the world. Sometimes you gotta keep someone alive so you can experiment more on them. That took a very dark turn. Okay, yeah. It is Hellions, and he's still producing them as well, as we can see. So I'm just gonna build another Adept. It is actually good that I find him on the middle of the map. Oh, that was not too smart of a... That's a block. So we haven't really taken any damage at this point, which is nice. We're gonna get slightly supply blocked, which is less nice. And this is the time for us to start our robo bay. Probably should start taking gases. I'm also very afraid of Banshee, I just realized. So I think I need to get a Forge in case it's Banshee, because I can't build any anti-air. If it's Banshee I just lose the game. So I'll get a Forge. I'll get quick upgrades with it as well, I guess. Do I want to get batteries now? Because this Banshee might arrive soon. Yeah, I think I'll get batteries. So, it's not the... It's a bad position for a battery. That's where I want my cannon, I guess. It's a bad build order, but, you know, what can I say? We're not here to show off good build orders. If you want to see good build orders, this is not the series. This is actually where we show bad build orders and still win with them. Okay, this is nice. This is really nice for me. So we're doing a lot of damage here, and you need to shade these days. Otherwise you don't get the extra attack speed. Oh, he's playing triple CC, which is slightly annoying. Let's hope that he keeps messing about with these for a while longer. Ah, I didn't shade in time. Sad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Actually doing a lot of damage here. So is he though. We're getting the speed right now for our prism. Oh crap. This game is gonna be really rough. It's very difficult to fight Widow Mines if you can't build any stalkers, because you can just kind of float around. Now, we do have our first Colossus on the way. And we're just gonna walk it across the map, so we can put it into our prism. Oh, jeez. This building position is absolutely awful. Some high level mistakes. Oh god, can you just lay off, mate? I don't want you here. But we did get both of them this time, which is very nice actually. Oh, we keep getting supply blocked as well. Not sure why that is. Has enough to do with this challenge. Get supply blocked as many times as possible. Was not in the description if I recall correctly. Now, we want to get a third base as he also has a third. Please tell me it's not a Viking. Okay, nice. It's not a Viking. It is just a... I'm not even sure what it is. Oh, we almost died there. We're doing quite some damage. Got 5 worker kills already. Now, we should be fine to deal with this with just Colossus and audience. I kind of hope he's playing mech or something. I can't believe how much damage we're actually doing here. Now, we want another prism. As with another prism, we can send in another Colossus. I think he is playing some kind of mech. Yeah, he is. I'm really not paying proper attention here. So we have a bunch of adepts. We have 1 Colossus. I kind of want to get a second Robo so we can build more prisms and more Colossus. I think his anti-air is going to be Cyclones, which is really nice for me because Cyclones aren't actually that great when it comes to anti-air. I'm going to just immediately build a new prism. Actually, don't think we need... No, okay, we'll let it finish. We'll let the Robo finish. Oh, Jesus. This is gonna be so rough to do it. I do have cannons in 2 of the 3 bases now, so... That should be something. I'll almost build a sentry there. Which definitely would have been a mistake.
I have met the enemy.
Here it is. 1, 2, 3.
Glorious combat is upon us.
Look how many mules he has. The absolute madman. Oh. But he's also getting lots of Cyclones. I'm allowed to build an observer, I believe. I think that was one of the rules. Oh, this one goes down. Nice. So we do have relatively good eco compared to him. But we somehow need to... Actually, yeah, more prisms, I guess. We somehow need to be able to kill him. Because if he maxes out on tanks, I don't really see a way for me to win. So we're just gonna keep harassing with these. I have... Oh, I should get the thermal lens. I completely forgot about it. I remember doing an upgrade from the Robo Bay. But of course that was the prism speed. Now, our second prism is on the way, as well as our third now. We have some nice harassment options here with our adepts, and once our prisms are out, I'm just gonna wait for one. I'm not gonna wait for the second one. That sounds too boring to me. We want to be quick. Okay, so we're gonna shade on top of these tanks 3 by 3. So what we do is we go there. Oh, meanwhile he's harassing me as well. Of course that's allowed. So 3 by 3 is what I said. So these 3 go here. Oh, some units are actually popping out. We killed a lot of freaking probes. But we're gonna kill, hopefully, a lot of A lot of workers here. And we're killing some tanks as well, which is nice. Uh-oh. This is my biggest nightmare. Oh, I didn't manage to pick it up. That's also one of my bigger nightmares. Not my biggest one, though. Oh, we lost both the Colossus. That's bad, that's bad. We still have some vision on one of his bases. Let's see what's happening there. Yeah, I don't care about losing that. Okay, we have another harassment tool here. What's our upgrades like? +2 is done, which is nice. We have 60 workers. We see a bunch of Vikings. So what we want to do right now is we're actually going to go for a bit of a frontal attack. Never mind. He's attacking. We're going to go for a frontal defense while we're doing harassment in the back. So we have more of these on the way. We're really trying our hardest to make it work. Okay, well, that wasn't quite as hot. Let's see if we can get some damage on top of these boys. I think we should be able to get a lot of damage in here, actually. So we do have our glaive adepts. Doing a lot of freaking damage, but so are the tanks. I think we might actually be dead. A little bit of a base trade going on now. But yeah, we can't leave, and he just keeps building more and more Vikings. I think we were too passive. When we play like this, we really need to try to be more active in the killing process. Like, if we don't try to kill him very quickly, it's just gonna be super, super rough, I feel like. And once he gets like 6 Vikings, my Colossus are gonna be useless till the end of time. Let's try to direct some tank fire onto his other units. Dang it. Love it. Yeah, I don't think we were harassing enough. I also think our defense was too weak. We should really get a faster force for faster cannons. GG. We'll get him next time, boys. He only had... I had no upgrades either. Oof. Once we would have gotten +3, it would have been rough for him. But we lost too many Colossus. The 2 Colossus we lost here probably were too much. Not enough Adepts. Adepts were our key to victory, not Colossus, I think. That was my mistake. Alright. Tough luck. We'll do some points for this. This guy was 5-5, so... probably somewhere in low GM, high masters. Oh, 5-6 actually. Yeah, high masters. Alright, see you boys in the next game. Alright boys, game number 2. Once again against, oh actually now against a Protoss. I thought it was a Terran for some reason. This is gonna be really rough. How we're gonna play it here is we're gonna play way more aggressive. Just open 6 to 8 adepts. Get a very quick prism with it. Pray to God that he isn't all-inning me. And then from there on out, we'll probably do like a 1 Colossus push or something like that, while dropping dropping adepts in multiple bases. So it's gonna be like more two base timing, rather than what I tried doing last game, which didn't really work out. I don't think I can even try that against Protoss, because once they get basically 1 or 2 Archons, my whole build is useless. So I can't let him get up to Archons. I'll have to kill him before, which should be very doable. The hard thing, of course, once again, going to be defending air units. However, there's no invisible air units. So a battery should be able to do the trick, I believe. Especially because oracles run out of energy eventually. So the early game should be a little more normal. Like the build I'm gonna be doing is actually a build you can actually play. It's like 6 or 8 adept into... Usually you follow it up with an adept immortal all-in. I'll just do a adept Colossus all-in, which is obviously a little bit worse, but it is definitely playable. So see how that works out. Yeah, let's not scout. Maybe we should. It's hard to say sometimes whether I want to scout or not, but all the money, I can use all the money right now. Any money is good money for me. Don't care where it's from. Don't care who touched it. I just want cash. And 2 adepts. So ideally we'd see him scout now, which would mean that he isn't proxying. Not seeing a scout probably means that he is proxying us. I don't see us hold a lot of different proxies, to be honest. Let's have a look with this probe, as we're already fully saturated on minerals now, so that probe doesn't add too much to our mining. Okay, let's properly check. In case it's a proxy robo over here. I've seen them crazier. Zest proxy the robo here at Home Story Cup. Wish I could remember who it was against, but a trap, I believe. That was a very silly game. Okay. This map actually isn't that good for proxies. There isn't that many proxy locations. As you can see, I almost am done with scouting the complete left side of the map already, at least in aggressive proxy locations. This is still one where you could put a Stargate. Oh god. Okay. Come on. Okay, this isn't gonna work. That much should be obvious by now, but he spent a... Oh, he cancelled his Immortal? No, it just finished. Dang it. I thought, wow, he cancelled his Immortal. I cancel my Shade. Maybe if we hit him once, and then get 3 more of these, we might be able to actually do something useful with our life over here. As long as he doesn't get a prism, I think we're in an okay spot. Nice. Okay, so we managed to defend the initial wave. Now, the second wave is going to be difficult as well. But he spent so much money on pylons that he might not actually have money for a second wave, I just realized. Oh, I lied. Here comes the second wave. Oh, he just rallied it forward. What a rookie mistake. It's gonna die. I can't believe we managed to beat this. That's absolutely wild. Mass Adept was the way all along, boys. Oh my god, this is what this series was made to be. To innovate. Okay, I'll get one of these. So I can go into Colossus eventually. It's still possible that I lose. This is a bad warp in. They take more damage when they're warping in. Which just means easier kills for me. I'm still taking so much damage. Like, as long as he keeps microing, it's so difficult for me to do anything. I think I might be... Oh, I think I might be losing. Oh no. So, we're just chasing with a part of our army now, not with everything anymore. And the rest will be attacking this. We gotta be careful of when his Immortal finishes, that we will be there. So that's also important. Oh, we accidentally let him warp in some units, which isn't good obviously. But we should be fine. I'm just gonna hit him once. And then this Immortal should be dying as well. I think we got him, boys. What's up? Oh. Pure adept, my boys. Against Proxy Robo, no problem for me. Whew. That was very nice. Unbelievable. 5-2. So not quite Grandmaster level, but High Master nonetheless. Alright. See you boys in the next game. What's up, boys? welcome back to game number 3. Seems to be a Zerg, adept Colossus. We'll start with some adept drop, maybe some heavier adept pressure, and then we'll see if we can go into some Colossus drops, perhaps. I actually had an old build, called the double middle finger drive-by, which actually was based around the Colossus drop. I can't exactly remember how it was supposed to be played, but I remember, I believe I just rushed Robo Bay. I think I started with an Immortal drop, then dropped the Colossus and then Archons. So I think I'll just open with a double Adept drop, while having another Adept at home, and then get a Robo Bay behind it. The problem is I won't be able to get any anti-air, as I can't get Stalkers. So we won't scout, that's for sure. Scouting is a thing of the past. Send this one down. Doing gas, he didn't good luck have fun. I don't know what his plan is. Usually this kind of guy cheeses. I think it was like 5-4 or 5-5, something like that. Doesn't good luck have fun me. He's probably not gonna GG either when I inevitably beat him with Colossus Adept. So the big threats here are pretty obvious. Muralisk is gonna be extremely difficult to fight. Corruptor Bane, or just Baneling armies in general should be able to absolutely destroy me. As pure Colossus Adept doesn't do too well against that. Yeah, we scout after Cybercore. Oh my god, I knew it. I just knew it.
Our pylon is under attack.
This actually isn't too bad. Listen to this. Oh, he's pulling drunk and everything. Okay, this is really bad.
Your probes are under attack. Your probes are under attack.
I feel like I should be allowed to defend against 12 full. I'm just gonna keep losing to 12 full. Well, good job. I'll be proud of yourself. I told you I knew he was cheating. These guys always cheese. All they can do. Unbelievable. Just look for the next game immediately. Let's have a look at his match history as well. What is he? Rank 141. Match history. Oh, it's like 13-12. Okay, he just literally just all-ins every single game in the first 4 minutes. That's one way to get Grandmaster. Oh, God. This is a cannon rusher. We're really hitting the clown MMR at the moment. 5.7 to 6k. Or 5.5 till 6k, that's... Yikes.
You have not enough minerals.
Alright, we're just gonna do the same thing as we did earlier to the Protoss. Just gonna go Mass Adept into Robo. And then try to get a Prism out. Perhaps some Colossus or something of the sort. Should be fine. Now he's gonna cannon me, but we can't build a Zealot. We can build a single cannon as we have one base. And the rules are rather clear. I think that is one cannon per base that I have. Now, he's 100% gonna cannon rush me. I'm just gonna pull probes. Trying to deal with his cannon rush in that way. He's actually in Paris right now for the Nation Wars. Oh, here we go. So, I'll show you guys exactly how to deal with cannon rush. Or at least, I hope so. Oh, there actually is a probe there. There's 3 probes here. Now ideally we'd of course already have a Zealot out to deal with any follow-up threats, but this seems to be completely fine. He has one cannon here, which is kind of useless. As I can only get adepts, I'm still kind of afraid, because adepts don't actually kill cannons too quickly. So I'm gonna just wait till my adept is out and then I can kill his probe, I believe. Pretty big play. Hello, leave me alone, please.
Not enough energy.
Let's see what else he has.
Your probes are under attack. You have not
Getting a cybercore here. Yeah. With a Zealot this game would have been really freaking easy. Same with a Stalker, but I mean, it's still relatively easy. If you just know what to do against Cannon Rush, it's very difficult to lose. Unless you mess up your probe micro. Just make sure there's always probes patrolling on the low ground, and then the rest of your probes just chase the initial probe. And he should never be able to build anything or wall anything off. Problem is you need to be very tight, which a lot of people aren't. So that's an issue, obviously. I'm just gonna lose this probe. The great thing about playing Cannon Rush as well is that once they're done with the Cannon Rush, they have absolutely no ability to, you know, even if they're ahead after a Cannon Rush, if they need to play a macro game, they have absolutely no chance because they don't know how to play a macro game. So you saw like he just lost his probe for free just because he didn't think that I was gonna be there. Like he has almost no sense of anticipation when it comes to a real game. He can only think about cheesing. The only problem that I can have here is if he like proxies a Void Ray or something like that. That would be extremely bad for me. Because I actually don't have any anti-air with this build. Well. So he has a single pylon, second pylon is there. I kind of want to check for any proxies. Just in case it's Void Rays. I'm also gonna get a second base. This is not the most effective way to figure out if there's proxies. You should always split your units. So that's what I'll do now. I'll scout with this bad boy. What's he doing? Just leave me alone, man. We'll be getting glaive adepts, so our adepts are a little more useful. Still gonna be quite useless, honestly, but at least a little more useful. It's important. And now, oh no, accidentally build a Stalker. Oh, you guys know the rules for the Stalker. It's not allowed to shoot, and I need to kill it the moment I get it. Rip. I'm sorry, mate. It's not allowed. It's against the law.
Not enough energy.
So he's doing. This is very nice for us. Did he see it or?
You have not enough mineral. Not enough
He didn't see it.
energy.
If it was Stargate, I would have been in so much trouble. But of course, he can't know that. And Stargate doesn't actually make a lot of sense in this position. I kind of need this, but oh, he has so many sentries. This is absolutely best case scenario for me. A lot of sentries. Like if it was Stalker, this actually could have been a little bit difficult. But now that it's pure sentry and like one immortal, the moment I get my thing done, my glaives, I'll just shade into him and I'll absolutely destroy him. Destroy this fool. There we go.
Upgrade complete.
Right? I can destroy him, right? Yeah, okay. Absolute destruction of this fool. Just gonna base trade with these. And I'm gonna continue my adept production. Should I have base traded? I should not have base traded. This was a bad call. Quite honestly, an awful call. Oh no, am I still gonna lose this game? I don't think it's possible, right? I'm allowed to use my probes as well for fighting. Fun fact. I'm not sure why I tried to base trade, but I have so many probes remaining that I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Come on, man, just let it go. It's actually funny. This would be way harder if we expanded behind this and actually stopped building so many units here. Just expanded and just kept dropping again and again, because I can never catch a drop. Which means this is basically impossible for me to kill. It's because his micros. Micros so poor. Oh, I'm not mining with these. That's a mistake.
You have not enough minerals.
What's he doing? He's gonna power it. That's cute. It actually doesn't do anything. Okay, I'm gonna get a Colossus so I can deal with his stuff better. I think he figured out that I'm only allowed to build one type of unit. He's gonna get disruptors, I think. That would be the perfect play here. Because I can't really do very much against disruptors. Like, I don't have any counter to them. Disruptors or any air unit, really. Like, they don't have a counter with what I'm playing. We'll get one of these as well. Like, he's definitely just messing up another army.
You have not enough minerals.
Is he actually gonna go up, or what's the plan here? I think we might actually be losing. Which would really freaking suck. I can get these downstairs as well. And if we can get... Oh, we got this immortal. And this one will be making his way across the map. We still have so many probes. Probes are actually completely saving us against stalkers. We can't fight very well against stalkers with adepts, but... with probes, we're actually in a very good spot. And because his adepts are so bad against my adepts, probes actually are putting in a lot of work. These guys are really useful. I always knew it already, of course. But I'm starting to appreciate the probes more and more. Is he gonna power it? He's gonna power it, isn't he? So useless. Come on, man. He must be really confused why I'm not just building a single stalker or something like that, or an immortal. Like, that would definitely stop everything that he's been doing. Okay, how many probes do we have? 28 remaining. But we have 2 base mining, which he doesn't. And we have a Colossus out, which is extremely nice.
Combat is upon us.
Warped in 2 stalkers at home. You think maybe he has a proxy base or something like that? You think this guy realizes what's happening? I don't think he has a clue. Just gets 2 stalkers extra. Like, he's basically mined out here. He doesn't have a base. Oh, he's mining though. Which makes me angry. GG, got him, boys. 11-minute game after we stopped this cannon rush. But the win is a win. Alright, boys, thanks everyone for watching this episode of Beating Grandmaster with Stupid Stuff. Episode number 5. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe, like, and comment. I still have one more game that I played with today's challenge, and I'll be uploading that one tomorrow, because that was actually the sickest game I think I've honestly played in my life, so I want to make a full video for that one, you know? Gotta get content somehow. So I'll see you boys back tomorrow with another episode, I guess. Bye bye.